Okay, so hello everybody. We're here in Denmark with Mark Steele and Mads Palsvig, and we just had a 5G event yesterday where Mads invited us both over, and we had over 100 people there in the audience inside, and then we went outside onto the streets, onto this big square, and we had 500 people. Massive impact, great event, and thank you, Mads. Anything you want to add?
Well, you're welcome. Yeah, I'm very pleased. This is the third demonstration I've been organizing against 5G, and this is the most successful, no doubt, thanks to the prominent guest from abroad. And it's actually probably one of the largest non-globalist demonstration in Denmark. We have, of course, all the PC, the snowflake, SJW, politically correct demonstrations like, gay pride and anti-racism and climate hoax, all those stuff that where the government they let the kids off school, so you have a lot of people in town and so on. But this was, 500 real people where they only seen it on Facebook and on my newsletter, and no media coverage whatsoever. So this is a very strong number of people.
Yeah, tell everybody about your political party.
My political party is called JFK, Earth Freedom Knowledge. Basically, the thesis is that if you have a political problem, which there are a lot of, you ask yourself first, is it good for the Earth? And if the solution you're proposing, and if you say yes, well, 5G clearly falls out. Then you move to the next question, does it give you more freedom without taking away freedom from other people, animal, or the nature? And if that's the case as well, then you go to the third one, is it based on fact, knowledge and wisdom? And if you can answer yes to all that, then it's most likely a very good solution. And this is where the 5G, it fails in the test on all three of them. It's not good for the Earth. It definitely is not giving you any more freedom. It's quite the opposite. Yeah. It's a control grid. And is it based on fact, knowledge and wisdom? Not unless you want to kill the entire planet. It's not very wise. Yeah.
Exactly. Great. And Mark, what did you take on yesterday?
Well, it was brilliant. We had a lot of very, very receptive people. Obviously, the information that I give is not very palatable to a great number of people, unfortunately, but it's true. So obviously, as I always say to everybody, do your own research in relation to this. The latest video I did on the breakdown of a weapons, what's masquerading as a light system being fitted across the West and the US and the East. These LED light systems, that's went down like a lead balloon in relation to the government actors. They don't like it, they absolutely hate, detest the fact that the discovery of weapons deployment in your street, outside your bedroom, 5G by the way, is, people are starting to wake up to the fact that unfortunately, it's correct that your government and your agencies are out of control and are breaking the law against you. It's pretty obvious the capacity in those pieces of equipment, and also the design of the equipment. As I keep saying to people, the main design of a weapon is something that causes bodily harm, and this equipment causes bodily harm, therefore it's a weapon. It's only masquerading as a light system, and that's what 5G is. 5G is masquerading as a telecommunication system. It is most certainly not. What it's been designed for and where it came from was a battlefield weapons system coming to a town, coming to a streetlight near you, and it's about time. Mads did a fantastic job and has raised a lot of awareness here. Massive amount of people there on the square yesterday all understand the existential threat that 5G is. 5G, like I've always said, it's a weapon. The state actors may not like that, but unfortunately, suck it up, because believe us, we're coming, and justice is coming, and justice will be done, though the heavens fall.
And all of these shareholders are liable. They're totally liable who invested in these telecoms.
Anybody that invests in these type of technologies, unfortunately, because it's uninsurable, and they should do their due diligence correctly, it's either the shareholder that's going to be on the hook, or the analysts, or the companies that are selling the shares. I read a very interesting document from Goldman Sachs, and in that document shows absolutely no reference to the risks or the emerging resistance which is well documented. John's been in the papers. We've had quite a bit of coverage. We've had quite a bit of coverage. In fact, the breakdown of the LED weapon system was actually in the Daily Star. So consequently, these analysts can't hide from the fact that the resistance is growing. We know what the equipment's capable of. We know it's uninsurable, untested. And the reason untested is because it'll fail. So it's an untested, uninsurable, illegal fitment. Any analyst actually trying to sell those shares to any investor, and any investor that buys into it, be mindful, because we're coming after you, because you are responsible for a weapons deployment on our people. And I don't like that.
And it's also not only the shareholders, it's also all the politicians. And here I'm talking not only about politicians in the parliament who unanimously voted for implementing this kill grid, the 5G microwave weapon on in front of all our houses. Every third house they're going to put up a mast. It's also the local politicians who are doing absolutely nothing by negligence. They become complicit in the crime. It's also all the heads of these different schools and gymnasiums in Denmark that we have been writing to. They're also personally liable for every single death. Every single person who loses his or her fertility, they are personally liable. And instead of going on a pension for 20 years, they're going to sit in a jail cell unless they really, very, very soon start acting, because we're coming after them.
Yep.
Well said, Max.
Well done, Mads. Thanks for
Thank
having
you.
us in Denmark, my friend.
I'm so happy
It's
you
been a
came.
pleasure.
It's been
Yeah.
a true pleasure. I'm sure we'll meet again soon.
Definitely.
Sure, definitely.
All right.